Madam. I now take the opportunity to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. P. Malayadri Sir. Sir has rendered his services in government with 33 years of experience in teaching, research, administration, training and consultancy. He has got an award of Senior Fellowship from ICSSR New Delhi and is presently a ICSSR Senior Fellow at Center for Economic and Social Studies, Hyderabad, which comes under the Ministry of HRD, Government of India. He is also serving as inspecting authority appointed by Ministry of Minority Affairs, Government of India, to conduct inspections of the NGOs, institutions, skill development sectors across the country. Sir has received several outstanding awards for his academic achievements, including state-level Best Teacher honored by Government of Andhra Pradesh. In the past, he has served as principal for more than a decade in affiliated colleges of Osmania University and Rayalaseema University, and also served as Director Research and Development in a JNTUH affiliated engineering college. He is also a recognized research supervisor to guide PhD scholars in the Department of Commerce and Management, Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore, and Kanchi University in Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu. He is an adjudicator for a doctoral thesis in commerce and management in several Indian universities. He is also a peer team member and assessor in NAC. A prolific writer, Dr. Malayadri has authored many books and several research papers, and he has presented those papers in around 100 national and international seminars and conferences. He is on the International Editorial Advisory Boards as a member in 353 international peer-reviewed journals, including the Scopus Index, published from many countries across the world. He has delivered keynote address and chaired at several international conferences. His research interests prime focus is in the area of CRM, bank marketing, finance, rural development, human resource management, entrepreneurial development, and strategic management. So we are extremely fortunate to have you today among us, and I humbly request you to take over the charge and deliver the keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good morning to all. I'm extremely happy to associate with the ICSSR sponsored capacity building program. At the outset, I am thankful to Professor Kinnera Thakre, who is Professor and Head Department of Commerce, Mumbai University. And I'm also thankful to Professor Smita Sukla, WRC Director, Honorary Director, and today's guest, Professor Manas Pandey. Today, it is to say that research is a multi-dimensional. Some researchers may join the research programs out of fashion, and some researchers may join the research programs out of choice. As a matter of fact, research is a process of collecting information, data, and analyzing the data, interpreting the data, and finally, how best we may be able to provide good inputs for the development of the society, or providing good inputs to the government, industry, so that they may be able to take better decisions for our good research. So being a researcher, undoubtedly, you will get good and wonderful analytical skills. And also you may have critical thinking. Once you indulge with the research activities, you may get a better delivery of content to the students. And you will get a good reputation as a faculty member. So you may develop micro level observation. Definitely the research, once you indulge with research activities, all these benefits you may derive. You will have more connections. As a matter of fact, there should be balancing between teaching and research. A teacher always thinks that I can teach the students is enough, and he may forget the research. No, not at all. See, research is also a part of teaching. If you are good at research, definitely you may be able to deliver good inputs. You may do it, what not. So in this connection, for good research, for good quality of research, you need to utilize the technological issues, technological aspects, and you are supposed to make use of the various social platforms. Once you make use of the social platforms, definitely you will get abundant material for your research work. So be active with the social platforms, various social platforms, and you are supposed to make use of the services of the students also for collection of data, either primary data or secondary data. Once you indulge with the students in research process, definitely the students will also be benefited. The students will also get excellent and tremendous skills. That is important today, because we are all doing for the students. We are all doing for the quality education. And in addition to that, being a researcher, you are supposed to select a topic related to empirical evidence. That is most important. Empirical evidence means primary data based topics should be selected, not on the basis of secondary data. Because for primary data based studies, there is more relevance. You may be able to provide good inputs to the society, to the government, to the industry, so that they may take better decisions with your good research. So some of the scholars, they may opt secondary data-based studies. I think, of course, if you take the case of finance department, mostly they conduct the studies, research studies based upon the secondary data. However, of course, there is the relevance. Sometimes they may provide good inputs, but I feel that it is a post-mortem report. It is a post-mortem report. Based upon secondary data, if you can conduct the study, I feel that it is a post-mortem report. So therefore, you always take it up, a study related to primary data. You are supposed to take evidence at grassroots level. You are supposed to take an evidence at grassroots level. Then you will get the actual problems at the grassroots level, and you may be able to provide good inputs for the taking for better decisions by the government or any industry. That is most important. With regard to now we are in a pandemic situation. You suppose if you adopt a scheduled method, you know there is a scheduled method and questionnaire method. If you adopt the scheduled method during the pandemic situation, it is very difficult to go and meet the participants, to meet the respondents. So therefore, you adopt questionnaire method. So if you adopt the questionnaire method, you simply send it by mail, or you can make use of the Google Sheets. So through Google Sheets, you can collect data, primary data. What I'm to say is primary data from thousands of participants. Your sample size may be 1,000, no problem. You can collect very easily, and it is beneficial. So make use of that technology, Google. Definitely, it is very easier to collect the information through online. As you are aware, if you always think about good research, good quality of research, you are also facing the plagiarism problem also. See, now the UGC has a stipulation that your material may be tested with the plagiarism. So be careful, write on your own words. Read and write. Many times, write on your own. Then only your skills will also be improved and you will escape from the plagiarism. So, yeah, please make a note that all the stakeholders are waiting for your inferences, your research inferences. Who are the stakeholders? Industry, government, and society. So you be as a good researcher in providing good inputs by way of collecting the information at a grassroots level, and then you come out with the good inferences and provide good conclusions, provide good suggestions, so that that may be useful to the stakeholders like industry, government, and society. Now, there is a big problem with research guidance. Once you join the PhD program, getting guidance is a tough task. Many faculty members, they are not able to provide sufficient time to the scholars. That is a big task, because why the faculty members are not able to attend the guidance work? Because they are already indulged with academic activities. They are already indulged with NAAC activities. Many activities are indulged. Therefore, they give less priority for guiding the students, for guiding the scholars. So, my dear participants, what I suggest you is, you please attend more webinars like ICSR sponsored or AICT sponsored, free-oriented programs. If you attend more and more programs like this, definitely you need not get any guidance from anywhere, and you consult with your colleagues, friends who are already submitted thesis, or who are already having some research experience, and no doubt you will win by conducting the for successful conduct of a research study. Now, especially ICSSR supports interdisciplinary approach. So while choosing the topic, you go with other subjects, indulging with other subject related, so that you will get a wonderful title, and you will also get a wonderful evidence for taking better decisions by the government. That is most important. And with regard to publications of research papers, as per the UGC norms, every PhD scholar is supposed to publish 2 research articles. It is a mandate. So therefore, the research scholars are always wondering how to publish 2 research papers, and they feel it is very difficult. Because nowadays, if you can check, there are many prerogative journals. It is very difficult to identify the original journal. You are supposed to publish in UGC care list. Every time UGC is announcing prerogative list, but the scholars may be sending the articles to prerogative journals. So therefore, the scholars are supposed to check regularly, because once they publish in such journals, definitely it may not be useful. They are almost, the prerogative journals are almost cheating the scholars, cheating the intellectuals. So in this connection, UGC has taken many initiatives, many measures. Even then, nowadays, lakhs of journals are there, prerogative journals. See, be cautious, be vigilant, then only you may be able to come out to publications, good publications. And also concentrate on publishing research papers in Scopus Index, in Web of Science. Even Scopus also, even Web of Science also, there are cloned journals. Be cautious. It is most important if you may, because once you submit an article, within 24 hours they publish. So if they publish within 24 hours, undoubtedly it is a cloned journal. It is a prerogative journal. So be careful in publishing such a dangerous journals. Now, there are many funding opportunities for doing PhD, you need not worry about the financial assistance. There are many financial institutions coming forward to provide financial assistance. ICSSR is providing wonderful opportunities. Short-term doctoral fellowships are offered, and regular fellowships are also offered by the ICSSR. And NABARD, if you can take up any related to banking, NABARD also providing fellowships. NCW, National Council of Women, that also providing women-related issues. You can check it up regularly. You need not to worry about the funding opportunities. Even ministries, if you can take ministries, Government of India, Ministry of Social Empowerment, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Women and Child Development, many ministries are also providing exclusively fellowships, PhD for financial assistance. They are providing. So make use of the facilities. If you can take the NCDC, National Cooperative Development Corporation. If you have taken a topic on cooperatives, they provide fellowships. So make use of the fellowships, the financial assistance. Don't do on your own. You need not spend amount for your research work. If you are active, definitely it's not at all a problem for getting financial assistance from any funding agency. Now, I think time is very short. I would conclude by showing about by quoting a quotation by Professor Espal, ex-chairman UGC, about the drawback of education system. It is quite interesting. I will read the quotation. Those who make curriculum, they don't make syllabus. Those who make curriculum, they don't make syllabus. Those who make syllabus, they don't write textbooks. Those who write textbooks, they won't teach. Those who teach, they won't set question papers. Those who set the question papers, they never go to the evaluation. They never go to the evaluation centers. So this is the main drawback of education system. So here we need quality education. We need need-based education. So to achieve quality education, to fulfill the need-based education, yes, research plays vital role. No doubt, with all this, we may be able to achieve the objectives of the National Education Policy 2020. Thank you very much. Thank you for the organizers for